I came across this article. While reading it, it was so heavy for me that it brought tears in my eyes and totally clogging my view. I'll share that with you. This is so essential for every Indian to know about what sort of struggles these soldiers undergo in their borders, in the Indian borders, safeguarding in the interest of the nation. Almost a month has passed in Uttar Pradesh, in one of the villages there. A school teacher writes a letter to ministry introducing himself that his only son has died in Kargil war. So his first anniversary is falling close to 22nd May 2000, and he wants to visit the place where his son died. And he also writes in that if it is very difficult and has any security concern for the nation, you may drop this idea. With this, the letter reaches the department. And he also pleads, saying that it was my desire. If it is really difficult, I am very sorry for initiating this letter to you. So the letter is read by one of the senior officials in the ministry. Okay, he is a school teacher. To honor the death of his son for the nation, we will sponsor his tickets and give him special permission to visit the place, and also inform the regiment over there that he is visiting. So this was the decision taken by the ministry, and they said, please bring him to that place. So on the day when the martyrdom took place of his son, that old parents were brought there with so much of regard and dignity by the military. And they brought both of them, mother and father, towards the place where their son fell to the bullets of Pakistanis during his duty. And all other regiment there, the military personnel, stood in line and saluted these elderly people. But only one soldier came towards these two people, these two means the father and mother, and dropped flowers on their feet, and then touched their feet and prostrated on their feet. Then immediately he got up, stood up in the line and saluted for them. That old teacher really was taken aback by this act of this soldier. You are a big officer. Why did you fall on my feet? Giving those flowers, offering those flowers onto my feet. You would have saluted me, then I would have saluted back to you the way I did for others. For which this soldier, the officer, replied, no sir, here I am slightly different from these officers who are standing along with me. So these people got into this duty after the war got over, but I fought with your son during those periods. So we fought these Pakistanis from that corner of the rock only. And not only that, after saying it, he gave a pause. So this elderly school teacher held the hand of that officer and said, yes, please go ahead. Whatever has happened, please describe. I will not cry. For which the officer said, sir, I know for sure you will not cry, but I should refrain from crying. That is why I am taking a pass. Then he started. There, the Pakistani soldiers were firing with HMG, hundreds of bullets. 30 feet away from that only, 5 of us were standing and then we were behind a rock. And even if slightest of our hand or legs are visible, those people were pouring bullets on that rock, making it into pieces, so that we all would get exposed. So, the brigade strength is going to approach towards this place, and before that, the tanker has to be blown off. After saying this, he gave a long, deep breath. Then he continued. The teacher asked, "Okay, please go ahead." Then he continued. These people were continuously shooting, so we didn't know what to do. We suddenly decided, so what I did is, I will do the depth charge. I will go towards them with the grenade in my hand and go to their bunk, throw it inside and blew them off, so that our regiment will conquer in this area. And I told your son to give him guard for me when I run towards them. When I was saying this and about to run towards them, he caught hold of my hand. Your son caught hold of my hand and he said, "Are you mad? You have your wife and 2 small children to take care of. I am still a bachelor. I will do the death charge. You cover me when I am running towards them." After saying this, he grabbed that grenade from my hand and he started doing the death charge, sir. Pakistanis from their HMGs rained bullets on him, and your son dug this side, that side, and went towards the bunker. And then he removed the pin from that grenade and threw it inside the bunker. 13 Pakistani soldiers, he made them die. After that, that entire area came to India's control. So your son's body was evacuation done from that place, and I had the opportunity to lift him from there. He had close to 42 bullets on his body. His head I was holding in my hand. When he was on my lap, on my hand only, he breathed his last. He died. When this coffin was about to be brought to your village, I requested that I would accompany, because he saved my life. I thought I would come and see all of you. But suddenly I had got another assignment which was very important and I could not go there, sir. So had I come along with that coffin, these flowers I would have put on your feet. So I couldn't get that chance. At least today, I got the opportunity to respect to the soldier's father who died for the nation. So when he was explaining all this, mother, that is school teacher's wife, was fully crying, and she had her sari in her mouth to keep herself under control. But the school teacher did not cry. He saw that officer very deep in his eyes, and that officer also did not cry. He also saw the teacher. And suddenly, you don't know what the school teacher thought. He removed a shirt from his bag and gave it to the JCO, that officer. Now, I bought this shirt thinking my son would come home and I would offer this shirt to him. Since he did not return, his body only came, I thought I would keep this shirt in the place where he died. He became a martyr. So I kept it for him. Now, I am seeing you here who has so much of respect for my son. Now, this shirt is for you. Now, after accepting that shirt, the soldier started crying and crying. My dear friends, this is the way our soldiers guard the nation and make all of us live so much at peace with ourselves. Let us respect the soldiers when they visit our place. Give them whatever little you can do in terms of giving respect. We see soldiers returning on leave, on vacation, with so much of hopes meeting their native place. Let us respect them and give them the due regard which they deserve. Jai Hind.